Hey everyone, so today is wrapping up Nurses Week. It was from May 6th to May 12th. And for all of you who don't know, I am a nursing assistant and I do work in a hospital with a bunch of incredibly talented nurses. And you know, it's just so many nurses in the world and they do so much. And next time you see one or you have to encounter with one, just thank them because they do amazing work. And I feel like they are the backbone of the doctor sometimes. So you guys, I posted a video just to dedicate to nurses and the contribution that they do. And a very special thank you to University Hospitals Cleveland Medical Center and the nurses that I interviewed for this video. I hope you all enjoy it and remember to thank a nurse.
It's extremely honorable. Working in a career where you get to learn something new every day and have the opportunity to make someone's day who might be the worst day of their life a little bit better is probably the most rewarding. I help coordinate any needs that you might have when you get ready to go home. It's our job to ensure that their journey through their fight is the best it can possibly be.
You never know what you're getting into when you start your day off. We see a lot of death, and that's not, you can read all you want on how to react to something like that, but you have to experience yourself and learn how to cope with it. And you know, being in the ICU, we see it a lot, and it doesn't, you don't become desensitized to it because you want to have the sympathy and the empathy for the family, but you also can't get too caught up in it or else you're going to burn out. I always think if it was my family member laying there, you know, how would I want to be treated? And if that was me laying there, how would I want to be treated? How would I want my family members being treated?
Being a nurse really comes into play when you start asking questions, and you start asking questions about what your patient would want and like what's best for them, and really starting to like guide care. And I think sometimes people can get stuck here, and nurses are the stimulus for making things happen. The more you start to care, I guess, the harder it is. I think that when you really get to know your patients and get to know your patients' families and things like that, everything becomes a little more personal.
Being a nurse requires multiple skill sets. It's not just the clinical and the critical knowledge that you need to have, but it's also that personal touch and that ability to build rapport with your patients and their family members. When they come walk back in this door 6 months later and they're under their own steam and they're unrecognizable as the person that we cared for, and the only reason we recognize them is because of their family members, that's a really joyous time for us.
Okay, all right, can you hug? You're gonna get to Florida, okay? All right. It's always awesome to see a nurse or an aide wheeling out a patient who gets to go home and spend their time with their family.
Conversations with doctors is exactly that. You know, you can't go and tell them what you want, and they can't come and tell you want and have that be like a healthy thing. Like, you have to be able to say, hey, I'm not really sure why we're doing this, or anything like that. So it's all about like having an open communication.
There's no reason any issue as far as patient care can't be resolved in a professional manner.
Being at the bedside 24/7, we get to know our patients better than anyone that's in the hospital. We are constantly at the bedside. We're the advocates for our patient. It's our job to ensure that their journey through their fight is the best it can possibly be. remember how awesome nursing is, what a great career it is to go into, and how special every nurse is.